Hello and welcome to the 7th River End Lads Matchday Review ×2 and podcast this week. It's a special week as we've got two games to talk about.
Well,
Unfortunately, two Norwich losses and abysmal performances for most of the game.
Jeez.
Anyway, I think we should mention your shirt first of all, Joel.
Got it from Germany.
Cologne trip, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Great trip.
Good shirt, €20. Absolute bargain. But the main point is, 2 losses for Norwich. Little disappointed.
A bit of a shame, I'd say.
I still think we're not going to get relegated. I still think we've got to keep Farker.
I'm praying we're not going to get relegated.
But yeah, I just chose to wear the Borussia Dortmund shirt today. Don't really feel like putting a Norwich shirt on after them 2 defeats.
I could have worn another shirt, but I wanted to stay loyal to Norwich. But, you know, we're going down, unfortunately.
Well, I think we're going up, so I think arguably I'd be the most loyal.
It's so disappointing, isn't it? We'll talk about Southampton first.
Okay.
We lost 2-1.
What do you think?
It was 2-1, wasn't it? It was,
2-1.
yeah. First half, embarrassing. Set pieces. You know, you go into the game knowing you're bad at set pieces because of Daniel Farke's zone of marking, knowing that Southampton have got the best set piece taker in the Premier League in James Ward-Prowse.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Todd Cantwell do?
Rugby tackle him?
Rugby tackle him on the edge of the box in a really dangerous area in the first 15 minutes or whenever it was. Gives away a cheap free kick and just awful defending from Ben Godfrey, awful goalkeeping from Tim Krul, and we're already 1-0 behind.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've already lost the game at that point.
It's typical Norwich.
Well, when we do go down first,
Well, we lose.
we usually lose.
Not always.
No, there's not actually been a time we've got anything from a game when we've gone 1-0
But
down.
we looked really lacklustre. We looked like all the players have been
Well,
ill.
first half anyway, second half we improved against Southampton.
And yet we only
With
could score
Pookie's
one
goal.
goal.
But when you need to score 3 goals to win a game,
That never happens in the
then
Premier League.
it's wrong. And the second goal, from a
Awful
corner, wasn't it?
defending. Yeah,
Who was it? Bertram, the ex-Norwich
Ings.
player.
I mean, was it Shane Long flicked it on
I
to
know,
Ing,
honestly.
Bertrand.
And Bertrand he ran from the edge of the box into the 6-yard box without anyone picking him up. And then Hernandez ducks up the way on the post, and it's just
Byron
calamity of a goal.
I thought Byron was poor that game. First poor game I've seen him because he's performed for the rest of the game.
No, he wasn't. I don't know. You didn't have a great
Actually,
game.
Tetty came on. Talk about substitutions.
Good substitution, I think.
That was a good choice.
Tetty was a very good substitution because Amadou was poor.
Got the assist.
And he got the assist. But the other
Only a good bit
substitution at
skill.
half time,
What was that?
Marco Stiepermann on
Don't
Tom
get that.
Tribal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I
I know
mean,
it's attacking, but Marcus Stephen hasn't done anything yet, so...
and he had 1 shot in that second half.
It
and
was
it
dreadful.
just summed up his season.
It
was
literally
awful.
it went into Rose Ed. It was awful. I mean, I don't rate Marcus Stephen at all.
No.
I think he's a poor player.
I think a lot of his goals were lucky last season, I dare say. All the same shots at the edge of the box. Anyway, sorry for that delay. Bit of a technological problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, Marco Stiepermann, he's just not a very good player in the Premier League. His goals were lucky last season. Keeper should have saved most of them.
No, there was
And
one.
that substitution was
No,
a bit...
There
I
was
don't
one.
know what was
There was
thinking,
one
really.
goal at Carrow Road. I remember he went through
Hull.
about 4
That
players.
was against Hull. A brilliant goal.
He went through 4
Yeah, that was a
players
good
and then
goal.
smashed in the goal. That was a good goal. And
But
at
this season he's been dreadful,
that point,
unfortunately.
I thought maybe Marcus Stiepermann is a decent player.
He was a decent player in the Championship.
He's proven nothing to me this season more than a Sunday League player. His shot against Southampton was dreadful. Absolutely
And you had
dreadful.
what? Dennis Rabeni. Who else on the bench against Southampton, attacking
Probably
wise?
Patrick Roberts.
I'd love to
Patrick
see.
Roberts,
I'd
but-
love to see Adam Ider on the bench.
Yeah.
Because looking at Sheffield United, which we'll go on to,
Oh.
we didn't actually have that many attacking options on the bench.
We didn't have that many attacks. in
We
the
had
game,
Shrabeni, we had Stephen who didn't get brought on. We had Jamal Lewis, the striker, of course, who was brought on.
He was brought on, but we'll go into that later.
But-
the substitutions in the Southampton game. Tetty was a good one. Stephen was a bad one. Buendia was a good substitution, but just way too late. Buendia should have come on at half time, in my opinion.
Well, at half time, I did say to Josh, we need Buendia and Vrancic on, mainly because we were creating no chances. And when you've got your 2 debatably most creative players
100%,
on the
yeah.
bench, surely you need to bring them on if you're making no chances.
Poor.
And I was surprised to see Tetty, not the most creative type of player,
That's a
the
great
biggest chance of the
through ball,
game.
wasn't it?
It was
great
class.
through ball.
I love Tetty to bits.
And poor Sam Byron last minute, 2 bites of the cherry to score the equaliser.
Yeah.
The second one he skied it. That was
He
that
should've
was
done
the
a lot
chance.
better.
He should have scored. That.
Either sweaty it or score.
Swear it to who though?
I don't know.
It was really
That
crowded.
was-
I don't watch the replays. Or the
It
highlights
should have
when
been a
you're
goal
watching
though.
it.
Yeah.
I know you do,
It was
Rudy, because you're
horrible.
Statman Rudy, you have to.
Well, I actually didn't watch that game, so I had to watch the highlights. So, I'm pleased I didn't watch it because
It's such a
it's an
poor
awful game.
performance. I'm glad we didn't go down to Southampton. I've been to enough away games this season, and obviously it costs a lot to go to away games. Takes up your whole day
Definitely.
because it's so far away.
Well, it's
every
great
game.
if you win.
But we just get battered every single time we get away from home. And it's just so frustrating, and it's not worth the money sometimes.
Well, it isn't if
That's
you
what I
lose.
found out with
Well,
the Burnley
definitely
game.
not. Well, and West Ham. Me and you both went to West Ham.
Mhm.
And it costs a lot to go to a away game. Not only the ticket, but the travel.
And mentally,
And when your team doesn't perform, it does take a toll.
Mhm.
it's just
But
poor.
Definitely a poor performance from Norwich, and I think we were hoping for a lot more against Sheffield United at home.
Well, no, this is Southampton.
No, I know, but I'm saying we hoped for more after the Southampton game. We
Yeah.
hope that the players would build on their performance and realise that they need to wake up and that we have a chance of getting relegated.
That second half against Southampton was really good, and we could have kicked on. Well, we did kick on in that first half against Sheffield United at home. We obviously arrived about 5 minutes before kick-off because the Sunday League had to sprint to the stadium
Yeah.
from the train station.
That was
I was
interesting.
knackered, but we
I
got
still
in
beat
just
you.
as they.
That's because
How did you
we
beat
got
us to the
stuck.
stadium?
We got
That's what I wanna
stuck.
know.
I'm speedy, that's why.
No, and we got stuck behind about 10 people. And
Why did you go that way though? It's longer that way, isn't it?
no, we went the same way as you. It's just we stood up for the a round of applause.
Oh, I did a round of applause just while walking to my seat.
Yeah, we got stuck
stayed
by,
there.
we,
And
behind
we got
everyone.
stuck in like a traffic
But
jam.
that first half against Sheffield United was really good.
Oh, we were brilliant.
Great goal from Tetty. It hit Zimbo's elbow, but that was
That's 'cause
it.
under so much
It
pressure.
wasn't a handball.
Do you want to talk VAR?
VAR rightly allowed the goal, but then second half, obviously it was an awful performance, but VAR just screwed us over
It
again.
seems VAR. I know it can't be, but it seems that VAR screws us over every time.
No decision has gone for us with VAR this season.
Every goal we score is debatedly
They had no
country
reason
goal.
to check Zimmerman's goal,
penalties
but they still checked.
are
it.
checked. The
Always
ref
do
says no,
retakes.
then it's retake if the player's intruding. VAR seems to hate us this season, and it is gutting, especially we're in the blind, we're in the darkness because we can't see anything on that screen in the right
Purple
hand
massive
corner.
screen.
And it
And it
takes
just-
so long. It took 2 minutes for them to disallow Sheffield
And
United's
the only thing they
would
say
have been
to
the
us
third
is
goal.
VAR is checking penalty, and then we already know that.
Yeah, it took 2 minutes for them to check the Sheffield United's third goal. And we looked at the replay first time and it was clearly offside. How did it take them 2 minutes?
And at least if you're gonna take that long, at least show it to the fans because it gets rid of the atmosphere, and that is one of the talking points. I was very disappointed at the game because
Mhm.
I couldn't hear the Barkley. I can usually always hear the Barkley.
They were rubbish that game.
I think we were a little louder than Barkley.
I
Barkley
honestly
were
think
terrible.
The
I've
stadium
had
was
them.
quite quiet, but we
Awful.
were louder than the Barkley.
It's like we were afraid. It's like we weren't as passionate. I don't know. Maybe it's just
But I don't think the players deserve the fans backing at the moment.
maybe.
They have played so
I don't think
disgracefully.
Farker deserves the fans back
No, I think-
either. I know
No.
people keep supporting him,
In
but
a top quality club
poor.
with top quality fans, the fans have always got to support the club and always got to support the
Yeah,
players. No
we
matter what.
support the club. We support the players, but they've got to know that
Yeah.
what they're doing isn't good,
They need
and
to.
they need to improve.
But they still. The thing is,
It's the same performance every
And they
week.
never apologise for their poor performance and the same mistake which they make every single week. There's no apology.
So always on Instagram, they like post something that's like, "We'll learn from this. We'll get better."
Yeah,
But I've seen that about 10
Exactly.
times. It doesn't change.
And Farker's press conferences, they are so annoying.
I'm
there's
just
no
that Hoover
apology.
one.
I mean, it's clear what's wrong, and that's
It's not
zona
right.
marking. But he never talks about it, and I don't even know why he isn't getting rid of it because it just doesn't work.
I like Farker, but I'm getting worried now.
I love the man, but I don't think he's cut out for in the Premier League, unfortunately.
And I think maybe if we were in a better position, it would be. It's just we're in a relegation battle now. We know
But
that.
his substitutions against Sheffield United were just so poor.
Jamal Lewis on for Byron. What is
Jamal
that?
Lewis.
But you never know. Byron may have had an injury.
Yeah, okay, that's.
I
Yeah,
don't-
but
you
no,
don't know that.
Yeah, but he makes a substitution every game. Whoever's starting, Lewis or Byron, he always brings on the other one at about the same time when
I
we're
think-
chasing
I
the
thought
game.
Lewis
And there's no point in
I thought
making a
Lewis should have started after that
No.
Southampton performance from Byron.
He didn't actually play that badly.
It's not his natural position.
But again, it's
Lewis's
just
natural
a
position.
like for like substitution when we're chasing a
Useless.
game. In defence, we should be chasing the game and putting on an attacking
Just
player.
throw every single attacking player.
I know, and it's just
Even
a like for like
Stiepermann.
substitution.
I
He's
don't-
taking no risks. And that's
Even
what I don't like
Stiepermann,
about it.
put Stiepermann on.
The only risk I thought that was good is he did change the lineup, and I mean, on another day that might have actually worked because Vrancic sort of,
Rancic
started
had-
off well.
He had a good first half,
but it's just.
but coming back from
Fumous
injury, he was
passes.
always going to tie it on his full Premier League debut.
And
He was shocking second half, I think.
for the first goal, whose fault is that lie on? Max Aaron's. For the second goal,
Vrancic.
Rancic and
And
Tim
Tim
Krul, I'd say, because
I'm sorry, he had the biggest hand. You saw the save De Gea made against like Man City or something.
It's not like
It's not the hard save.
it's not like he did get there, because he did get there. It's not like he dived too late, because he did. He got there in time. It's the fact that his hand just.
DeAndre
when that-
Shelby's goal. That's
It's just
exactly
poor.
like
You're a
that.
goalkeeper. You're meant to have strong hands. You're meant to make the save, and if you're just
I
going to let
always
the ball go through your
It's
hand,
like
it's not.
Rodri's goal against us. Tim Krul should have had that, but his hands seem to be so weak.
Tammy Abraham's goal against us. as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. Every
From that
single
corner
shot
where he just
you
goes
can't
like this,
save.
and it just goes through him. And it's
Mhm.
It's a bit. He's a great keeper. We know that, but it's just when he gets such a big hand on it, I'm expecting it to go away. I know you should never allow that shot to come in,
Well,
but it wasn't an
I
amazing
don't.
shot.
Yeah, it was Rancic's fault for getting a foot on it, but not clearing it.
I wouldn't say he's a good Premier League keeper. I wouldn't say
His shot stopping is good,
It
but
is
his
good.
decision
Yeah, but
making
it's
is
not
poor.
just about
His penalties. are the
every
best by far.
keeper in the Premier League can shot stop. They can save shots.
That is
Otherwise, they wouldn't
true.
be a keeper. But the main thing, the thing that Alisson, that's the reason why he won the Golden Glove, whatever, for the Premier League, because
Handling.
his position, his handling, the way he just plays it's a full keeper with his feet. Tim Krul was poor with his feet, and we know that because of last season.
Mhm.
But
Very
yeah,
scary.
it's the whole package. It's not like the 80s where you could just stick a fat guy in goal and he'd save it. It's the whole package nowadays. You've got to be good with your feet, got to be good with your hands, not just save a shot which comes up at you. And I think Tim Krul should have saved that. And I'm not going to put much blame on him because it was Vrancic's fault majority. But I'm a little worried as much. I was less worried earlier on in the season because he was performing.
Yeah, but then the first goal, cross whipped in from.
Zonal marking again.
Was it Bulldog that whipped it in?
George brought it from a throw-in though.
From a
That's the
throw in, they whip it in. Max Aaron just stands there. And
Well, no,
He just gets climbed.
He lets himself climb.
as
He lets
was it
himself
John
get climbed.
Egan?
Yeah, John Egan.
John Egan he just let him
Easy
climb
header
on
in
him,
the end.
head it into the top corner.
I thought it was Ender Stevens.
No, he was the one that got the red card, wasn't it?
No, that was
No, it was John
Basham.
Egan.
Oh
John
yeah,
Egan.
oh, yeah
just-
Basham got the red card. Yeah.
And what do you think of that? Because
Well,
was it red?
Yes,
Yes.
it was a red
I
card.
think it was a
He
red.
went through to Kenny McLean after
Anyway,
he won the ball.
I don't think VAR should be checking that because the ref gave it red card straight
Immediately.
away.
It was clear.
So are
And
are we all in agreement? We hate VAR.
Yes.
We're out.
Yeah,
ruining it.
But you have
Ruining
to
it.
think:
Stupid.
is that just because we're Norwich fans and it's gone every way against us?
Yeah, but even Sheffield fans were hating on it.
Well, they were. They were saying. I won't repeat it because it's rather rude. But they were slating VAR, and
So it's ruining the game or something.
then suddenly, as soon as Chris Basham gets sent off, they're chanting for it. So I think it. When you either love VAR when it goes your way.
But
Yeah,
it-
that's
yeah.
like us.
I know,
and
but
you hate
it
it.
hasn't gone away at all this season.
Like,
And
you
that's
see
why
the
I hate it.
managers, like I think Chris Wilder, he said in the game against, I don't know, when they lost against Newcastle, he said how much he's sick of VAR, but he didn't mention it in the press
I
conference
know.
when it went his way. And
Exactly.
obviously that's going to be the same with every team, even Daniel Farker, you know. So, I mean, VAR, you love it or you hate it, but I don't think it should, I think it really needs a lot of work, so much work. In Spain it's much better.
We shouldn't even be talking about it. It should be if the referee makes a big mistake, like
Yeah, a massive mistake.
you've seen mistakes like big mistakes where they're even miles offside.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be make
Every
the lines.
single goal.
Is the arm over the line?
Even checking
should be clear
Zimmerman's
and
assist for Tetty's goal, even checking that was so frustrating
So
because
bad.
it was just there was no way in
But
a
the amount
hundred
of
years
pressure he had.
that was a foul.
He could not, like, move his hand because I think it was Dave McGoldrick putting so much pressure on him, he couldn't.
Have you,
Was full.
have you know rugby? watching the Rugby World Cup, they use VAR,
Do they?
and it's instant. They check it.
And you know
The
the referee has
He's got his mic.
so everyone can hear it.
Everyone knows what's going on. If it's a foul, they get sent off. That I think what the French guy elbowed the Welsh guy, I think, and they went to VAR. It took about 20 seconds, and he was off. I think Wales went on to win that game, and it punishes players for obvious mistakes, which they know they shouldn't do. But it shouldn't punish players who are 1 inch offside, or that's not what VAR is for, and I don't like it. I think keep VAR in the game, but it should be clear and obvious only.
Yeah, like in Spain and the World Cup actually, it was.
Well, yeah, but I think
right.
a penalty was given every single game from VAR, and even that took like 3 minutes.
Even the Women's World Cup, that when they jumped off, the keepers were off the line. That was dreadful. The amount of retakes and the penalties there.
Oh yeah, actually you're right. That was quite poor.
And again, it's not the problem. The problem is not VAR. It's the people who are judging it. It's their fault.
The guys that brought the place.
They're judging it on, is he 1 inch offside? Is he not? Is it clear enough? The referees who are watching it in the studio should be thinking, is that clear and obvious? They don't even need to look at it. Look at it once. Look at the replay once. If it's not clear and obvious, get rid of it. Go on the referee's choice, because you're undermining the referee.
Well, do you think that would have made much difference? I think it would personally.
I think
But then I remember against Watford, they had to.
It made no
and
difference.
literally, we
but that was later on.
never
We're 20 minutes.
even
We're
looked
10 minutes
like
against Sheffield
scoring.
United. You have to say we would have scored.
No, but Sheffield
don't-
United
I
are
don't-
one of the best
I don't
defensive
think
teams
we
in the
would.
league.
I don't
I
think
agree.
we could have been there for years and not scored a second
They
goal.
lost 2-0 to Newcastle last week.
Yeah, but that's
We
the
beat Newcastle
only
3-0.
time.
We were
Only
so bad
time.
in that second half, so poor.
Sheffield United still
Defensively,
haven't
we were
lost
awful,
away.
and we just didn't create anything. Campbell came on, had one shot. It wasn't the
Good.
best
Well,
shot.
it was better than nothing.
It was no direction. I mean, he struck it well, but easy save for Henderson. Made it look harder than it was. But that was the only shot we had in that second half.
Josh, that was a save that Tim Krul should have made against George Baldock. It was a different shot, but it was a similar kind of distance from him and the ball. It's just to his side on the floor.
Anyway, let's hope that against Leicester, who I think will win the league. I've said it since game week 9.
Very specific.
Yeah, I've done my research into that. Because I remember it was the week before they beat... I think it might be game week 8, actually. The week before Southampton got absolutely hammered by...
I think that it was because that was the day the day before I went up to Burnley to watch the boys play. So that was earlier in the season, wasn't it?
Was it? I swear it wasn't that.
It was.
Burnley was really early.
Yeah,
Burnley
that-
was earlier than that.
No, that was the Friday. I remember me and my mates on the bus, B-Dog, on the bus to Burnley, talking over Leicester win that Friday night. So
Okay.
yeah, I didn't even know the scoreline until I got on that bus up the way to
Did you
Burnley.
not?
I didn't know the scoreline because I went to it at like 8 o'clock, got off about 4
Well,
o'clock. So I had no idea.
okay,
I had
fair
no
play.
idea.
We'll leave Norwich behind and hope we can pick up some points against Leicester. I doubt it.
It's
I mean,
gonna be-
I'm sorry.
We've got some difficult fixtures going
Score prediction. You have to do it.
I'll do my prediction later on, and it's going to be
But
a little shocking. I
on.
think.
We picked players last week. I think this time we're gonna, because they had 2 game weeks. I think we're gonna add the points for the
Yep.
2 game weeks
Yeah.
together, aren't we?
I went for Jimenez. Nothing midweek, and he got 5 points
Yeah,
the
5.
weekend.
So is
So
that
I'll
another
take 7.
seven?
I'll
That's
take 7
7,
for that one. That's my first
So that's
score.
15 to Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then
No.
Rudy went Zaha.
That's
At
4.
four,
Absolutely
so
nothing.
30.
Rudy's on 30. Okay.
Wait, hang on. He got a clean sheet against. What was the last game? That's 31.
Yeah, but didn't you get booked though for diving?
Yeah, he got booked.
Okay, well that's 30.
Aubameyang.
Well, he got the thing. Okay, 2, 4, 6. So that's going to be probably 12 points. Add 2.
Well, that's why he got 3 bonus
14.
points.
Oh, okay, yeah, 17 points. Then
26 and 17, lads. What's that?
you can do that.
43.
That's it. Right, so I'm storming ahead in the lead by 13 points.
Great.
So I'm on the lead by 40.
Right.
43
We'll pick up
points.
players after predictions.
Yeah.
So
Rudy's on 30.
moving to predictions. I don't want to hear my points because it's pretty bad. So just
Right,
Get-
just
get onto the
cover up
predictions.
your ears then, because I'm going to tell
Okay.
these guys. He's half Rudy's points.
Damn.
So well behind.
right. I didn't hear that.
Okay.
So right, let's get on to predictions.
Got a lot of
Right,
work to do,
so-
I guess.
Obviously, do you want to do Norwich first?
Yep. I'll just say it.
7-0.
Ah,
7.
really?
Yeah, 7 on Norwich. We're gonna destroy them. Just kidding, lads. 7 on Leicester. They're gonna absolutely
Right,
murder
really
our
need to get
defence.
I don't. I have my phone.
I don't have your phone.
Do you want to do?
Can you not get the fixtures up?
Well, I can't because I don't have any data. So.
Oh, great.
Really?
Well,
you have to get them up.
well, whilst Rudy gets them up, what's your prediction for the Norwich game against Leicester?
5-0 Leicester. Jamie Vardy hat-trick.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Hence,
I'm
I'm very ashamed to do this. I think me and Rudy have gone. If
yeah,
you do it,
I
I'll
actually
do it.
have. No, I have. Seriously.
So we're both triple captain.
I hate
Jamie
doing it.
Vardy
I'm
this
sorry,
week.
guys.
I'm hoping, half of me's hoping that Jamie Vardy do nothing and Norwich will win, like happened to Raheem.
Me triple captain Raheem Sterling doing
So-
nothing. That was sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
5-0 Leicester, Vardy hat-trick.
All right.
If Norwich are going to lose, my FPL team may as well do good.
I reckon 4-0 Leicester. Jamie Vardy hat trick as well.
Right, enough of Norwich. It's embarrassing. Liverpool Watford on
Uh,
Saturday.
Okay, this is gonna be quite embarrassing as well. Actually, I feel.
Nah, I think we'll tighten
2-0. 2-0 Liverpool.
1-0.
3-0 Liverpool.
You're going for a draw.
1-0.
No, that's not happening. I don't see
2-0
that.
Liverpool.
Got to pull out the controversial ones, lads.
All right, Burnley Newcastle.
3-0 Newcastle.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle.
3-0 Newcastle. Burnley are awful lately.
Chelsea Bournemouth. This might be when they turn it on.
2-1 Bournemouth.
What? Actually, wait, hang on. They usually win this.
They always win away at Chelsea.
2-1.
Actually, fair play. 2-2.
2-1 Bournemouth, I think.
2-2. That's what I'm saying.
Aston Villa Sheffield.
That's a good game.
The rubbish game. Who'd want to watch that?
1-0. Nothing special. Keep them both.
1-0 Leicester.
No.
I mean, no, 1-0 Sheffield United.
No. They're both rubbish.
Southampton,
That's
West
cool.
Ham. That's a game of.
Southampton, West
I
Ham.
think Southampton won that, honestly.
Yeah, Southampton win that 1-0. West Ham been poor.
West Ham are away.
Southampton 2-1.
2-0 Southampton.
Man United Everton. Oh,
2-0.
okay. 2-1 Man United.
I'll go 2-0. I quite like that one.
Wolves Spurs.
3-1 Spurs.
3-1 Spurs, actually.
2-1 Spurs.
Man City Arsenal.
Honestly,
2-0 Arsenal.
That's not far. I would say 4-2 Man City.
4-0 Man City.
Go on, Arsenal. You
Crystal,
can do it.
Crystal
rubbish.
Palace, Brighton, the best
The
derby.
derby, they hate it.
M1 derby.
I don't know why.
Brilliant
Most
derby.
pathetic derby out there.
Okay, what should we say?
4-1 Palace.
Wait, what? No.
2-1 Brighton.
Do you not know that's a derby?
Yeah, I know it's in Brighton.
Weird.
2-1.
What is that? What is that kit, Rudy?
Premier League is brilliant, kid.
Horrible kid.
I like it.
Anyway, player picks. I haven't picked him so far. Vardy.
Oh no!
You've both picked him.
No,
So
you've done us now. That's it. He's gonna get 20 points. We all know this.
my chance to call back.
That's it. He's done us.
Right, Rudy, you go next as you're second.
Hyung-Min Son because he's a baller. Just because he's a baller.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Wait, who did you pick last? Zaha, that's fine.
Yeah.
What were the fixtures again?
No, come on, Joe.
Just tell me, what were they? Can you remember them?
Not really. Liverpool, Watford might be one you want to.
I'm tempted by one player in my mind right now, should I just say?
Yeah,
Yep.
just say.
Leandro Trossard.
Okay, actually, he's
Okay.
got an assist.
Palace, you know, put him in the team this week. FPL, good choice. You benched him. You benched him. Yeah, but you benched him, John.
Don't
So,
matter. Don't matter.
so you've got Trossard. I went Vardy.
I got
Yeah.
Son. That
I'd
brilliant
love-
solo
you know.
goal he scored.
I'd love if Norwich could pull something out the bag and stop Vardy, but it just ain't gonna happen.
Vardy's going to go for his record. He can get like 13
Yeah,
goals
if
in
he
a row.
scores against Norwich, he's got 10 games in a row.
That's brilliant.
Just one short of his
Oh,
own
actually, I'm
record.
tempted
So
to go Madison against his former club.
Well, I think you already said it. Too
I
late.
think, yeah.
Too late.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah.
Too
I'm going down
late.
Trossard.
Too
I'm going
late. Too
Trossard.
late.
You
No,
can't
that's
change
too
it.
late, Joe.
Two against
that's
one.
definitely-
You're not changing
No,
it,
no,
Madison.
no,
It's,
Joe.
it's pretty. You just
No,
want me
no,
to
no.
lose.
No, I don't
think
want
you've
you
already
to
gone
lose.
Madison, Joel. So
No, I
Hang on, yeah,
Yes,
hang
you have.
on.
I think you have.
Yeah, he
I
has.
went Vardy, I never went Madison.
I think
Ooh,
you've been
I
Madison.
went
So
Vardy.
you're
No,
going
I
Trossard.
went Vardy. I went
No, no,
Vardy like 2
You
weeks
can
ago.
go through all these videos. You're gonna find.
Anyway,
Madison.
before Joel can protest anymore, thank you for watching. Very sorry for Norwich's poor performances. I think we
It's
jinxed,
not your fault, Josh.
I think we jinxed
No,
it,
it is his
saying that
fault.
Norwich were going to do well,
Sure.
but we just didn't.
Nah.
I love Daniel Farker, but is he the right man for the job? I really hope so, but he's got to prove
Well,
something.
we lose the next game by a lot. We can debate that.
hmm
Have a proper debate about
Anyway,
whether he's ready.
best of luck to the lads for the Leicester game. We'll see what we can do. I'd love a point there against Madison, but it isn't going
He
to
can
happen.
score against us.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Come on, boys.
Thanks.